Hello everyone, this is Ofty. So today I'm finally going to do something very controversial. I'm going to show you how my bot works. So over the past few weeks, I have been perfecting some of the features. Now I think it's good time. I think it's stable and it has all the things, almost all the things that I wanted to do. So today I'm going to show you all of its what it can do right now. So we're going to start this bot. So things right now I'm in the window of Ares Battlefield, so I'm gonna do Ares first. Now it has started. I didn't touch none of stuff, so if you really want to see, this is my cursor. I'm just gonna put it up here. By the way, if you're I'm gonna have timestamps in the description to to index all of the features that I'm gonna demonstrate. And if you're somehow interested in this, I'll also have another video to tell you how to set it up. So yeah, this one is just for demonstrating. So for Ares, this is kind of probably the most complicated system, almost the most complicated system. So it's really hard to get it perfect. The purpose I'm targeting this is just to help me get through some of the earlier stages easily, so I don't need to play it all by my own hand. I somehow feel like the opponent is kind of very random as well, or there's something changed that everybody starts damage less. But nevertheless, the strategy is kind of simple. So he's gonna loop through a fixed set of actions. But first, he's trying to use some of the skills by just clicking the skill icons. Mostly, it's just gonna try the middle skill first, because middle skill is kind of the most powerful one. Right now, I have been probably this is most suited for sorcerer team, and then he's gonna try to use any random punter on a random spot. What he's gonna try is to put that punter in the middle lane. If that ever works, then it will be the middle lane. Otherwise, you can try to put it in another lane as well. It's gonna be a problem when there are a lot of punters on the field already, then it's gonna be really hard to place the punter, but it's kind of a good property as well. So you're gonna have to conserve your punters. There are also some details, like initially would try to wait a little bit. So it's not going to put out units at the first available moment. Sometimes they wait a little bit just to account for the fact that using unit a little bit later will give you some advantage. But it completely doesn't read how much HP you have, which partner it is, or what components are opponents are doing. So it's gonna be limited to some degree, so it's definitely not going to break this game. Also, for the purpose of this video, I just don't want to make it too long, so it's going to be I think I just set it to 5 times, but it's all configurable. You can do it any times that you want. I think the body is doing okay-ish thing here. Okay, as long as they don't have Fenris, I'm gonna heal a lot, and they're gonna feel really bad about this. Initially, so in the earlier stages, it's gonna be even easier. This one I started already from like 1000 plus. Yeah, so it's not gonna be always the same story, of course, because I have a strong-ish team as well. This is just to help you like get somewhere. If you have a strong team, you're gonna be able to get there anyways, without using your brain or whatever. Yeah, I see like this kind of thing to use Diana, it's really unoptimal. Yeah, they're kind of really not good. It's like hitting self units, but it's still working fine. Still think that I have a chance to win this. Yeah, this kind of wasting Kasumi. The opponent would feel like really funny. I hope he can use this Phoebe soon to damage a little bit. Oh wow, why do they use that skill? Do they not want to leave anymore? What? Why? Why did they use that again? Anyways, it's just kind of... You could also see that there are like some opponents that doesn't make sense. So I guess getting through as early as possible is also a good strategy. My plan is also to use this bot as much as possible over the next week. So I'm gonna try to test how far really can this go on itself. I'm not gonna do it myself, and then later after that I'll try to push it myself. Perhaps it has been ended, and then we just skip that. It takes some time before the bot realizes the thing has ended. Give it a couple more seconds here. Yeah, it has realized that, and the next thing that it can do is Arena. By the way, the order is also configurable. It'll try to go through all the opponents because the first couple ones have already been defeated, so attacking them doesn't help at all. And then it's gonna try the remaining ones and retry until it succeeds. So this is gonna be helpful to, you know, doesn't have to do this thing yourself. No, even if I'm doing this myself, I would never look at or really manually do this. I'll still just fast challenge until I succeed, because even if the opponent is very tough, you just try it like 10 times, 20 times, you still have a very good chance of winning it, because there's a very big advantage if your leader gets to use the invincibility a lot but enemy doesn't, or enemy are using like very dumb leader skills, and all of that is randomized. So you'll definitely have chance, a lot of chance, even defeating enemies that are like utilizing this week's buff really well, or they just have a team that counters you or whatever. But also, if that takes a lot of time, it's also good idea to just optimize your team towards this week's theme too. Here it will fail and it will retry. The retrying part is gonna be a little bit slower because it's gonna first detect whether you have won, and then it's gonna detect whether you have lost. So yeah, there's something that could be optimized, but you know, oftentimes I just, if I do this bot, I would just let it run for like a long period of time, so I don't have to like look at it even at all. Now you should have finished all of the arena stuff, and you will find that it doesn't have items to do anymore. And I was gonna do the next thing. Next thing here is dating. So this is actually the hardest one to implement. I have coverage for most of the partners that are not awakened or available for awakening in the very early stage of the game. So it, like for the recent like 4 or 5 partners that needs awakening, they also have the state coverage. For everybody else, it also have the state coverage. If you find that the partner you're looking for, you really want to optimize this, and that is still not yet covered by this, you can let me know. I can try to add that. But unless, you know, if nobody's interested in this bot, then I'm just not gonna waste the effort. So here, what I do is actually first click a set number of times, depends on the longest dating, that like the first part of conversation, the longest number of sentences, and then I try to detect what is this date. So every partner have 3 dates, and now to detect that, I'll just remember what are all the choices and how many times to click between each of the choices, and that's how this is gonna work. It also inserts like some extra clicks between the choices. That's because some of the dates, they have like a cutscene, like the camera phase and then put back again. Those are like hard to detect, so I'm just gonna use additional clicks to get through those time. I'd say like this kind of works pretty well. It's really hard thing to do perfectly, and now I think it's roughly perfectly right now. I'm really happy about this. So if you don't know, then I might also tell you that all the dates in system, like 2 choices, one of them is correct, one of them is wrong. If you choose the correct one, it's gonna give you 3 intimacy value. If you choose no, correct one is 12 and the wrong one is 3. So the maximum score is 60. So using this will guarantee you get 60 intimacy value out of the 3 partners that you get to date every day. Usually without this bot, what I was doing was I opened the ICWiki, and then I would choose the partner that I want to date, and then we'll look at that and do this while looking at it. And I'll just remember what are look for what are choices I need to make, and then replicate them. It's like a manual process. Like now I automated it, I feel like much happier. I didn't need to spend time on this anymore. Now it has finished the date. The next action is expedition. I think this is a huge part of this bot. It's gonna help you so much that you can reach Dream D or Dream E without manually intervening, like manually doing this at all. For purpose of this video, I just don't want to make it too long. Just configure it 3 times. You can configure 100 times, 1,000 times, as much as you want. But in the real world, I think I was pretty happy with what it's doing. For like maybe configure 50 times, each time is already pretty good. So this one, the fight will be sort of controlled by the auto functionality. Gotta say, it's not most time it won't work, but in the slight chance it might work. But the thing is, you can try as many times as you want in Expedition. That's the special part of Expedition. It's the only free mode, fail free mode. You can fail as many times as you want. It's only the successful tries will be counted. Another thing to know that is getting through the Kiraya stages might be really hard. You might want to swap one of your units to Edward when you're dealing with this stage. And for getting through Anna, an easy option would be changing one of the units in your team to Phanibus. That's the thing you can configure. Like before you run this bot, you find that now you're blocked by the Kira stages, then you change your team and then start a bot, and you're gonna try as many times as you would like it to. So in case you don't know, the stage that is guarded by Kiraya is the stage E of World D, or stage 5 of World D, and also stage 1 of World E. So this one is stage 1 of World E. I didn't change it to Edward. I only had 3 times. I really doubt that I would make it. Also, recent days, it's kind of impossible for me to get to World E, all of World E right now, so I mostly just finish World D, or even just finish World C, and that's it. And also, if I will be like this, it will just fail really fast, and then it got to retry. Yeah, this is the last time of trying this mode. Yeah, that's it. Enemy attacks are so high, it's insanely high. So now, even now, I'm using like the Phoebe buff with Saucer Team in this just to stay alive a little bit. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to tell you, like, until this the World E, I have never touched this myself. It's always automated. So the next thing it did there was like actually buying stamina, but because I already bought it myself today, so it's not gonna automatically buy this, but otherwise it will automatically buy it. And also claim the stamina from friends. You can also configure like how many times you want to buy. And now this feature is for exploration. So my strategy for exploration is that I always go to the same stage. If that is a recommended stage, I farm it. If it's not, I'll just skip that day. There's not a lot to lose if you don't do exploration on a given day, in my opinion. But if you want to change it to always just do a particular stage just for once every day or a number of times every day, you can do that too. Here I'm still checking whether it's recommended, and I always go for the chapter 2 and number 4 stage. This is because the last stage gives you any kind of gear, including accessories. Other 3 stages won't give you accessories. So I feel like farming this stage is kind of the best. It can also covers all the need you would have to level up your gears, like auto fodders and potential rate for SSR gears. 2-4 is the best, so I'm just only farming this stage, and I'm looping until I finish all the recommended charges. That means sometimes it doesn't do any exploration, sometimes it may do 2 explorations a day. And if at any time you want to just do it to get the quest, you can like do it manually, or just configure this to go to some stage without checking the recommended. Yeah, and now it concludes. So normally this mode will take, I don't know, 2.5 minutes, around that time frame. And now it doesn't have any recommended. It will go to the next action, which is trial. So it's gonna try to so what I configure here is I will do 10 times of experience and 10 times of gold every day. If you're like an old player like me, you would want to do the same, because like you will need the experience. They give a lot of experience here, and you need a lot of gold. They give a lot of gold here, but crystal, like we're already used everything that can use crystal, upgraded everything. I don't need any crystal. I'm not gonna do that. And if you're low on, if you're like just starting, if you're low on stamina, I would recommend you to do 2 challenges of every mode. Just configure it in the bot. Then what it's gonna do is give you more resource per stamina you spent, and also give you a chance. Like the first 2 challenges will always give you character shards. It's gonna help you with leveling up characters as well. This next part is contributing to your guild this way, so you cannot forget. I think I only have implemented the contributing gem. I think that's the thing you should do. It's not only helpful for the guild, but also like gives you a lot of contributions you can summon. And this last part is for quests. It'll just collect all the quest items you already earned. And now that's it. That's it for this bot. It has finished all the items successfully. Sometimes there will be errors like a lag, or a terrible lag, or maybe some bugs in my code. We'll just terminate this. But usually you shouldn't just worry too much. You can still just do it yourself, or restart the bot, try it again. All of those are fine. Like this is just to help you get through some of the daily stuff that you have to do. And with this, the things that I really have to do every day have left to just Arcana whenever Miracle comes out. Also using the staminas, like upgrading the partners and the gears, and also go to the exchange shop to buy things myself. Also remember to collect the additional stamina myself. Also send in the gift whenever I feel like to. Actually every day I have to send some gift, But after that, it's gonna be just whatever I like to send, and I'll just send some more. And also clicking like claiming this experiences here has not been implemented yet. I plan to do it in the future. Yeah, also you need to do this home, get into this home every day at least once. Don't forget this. That's how you accumulate the intimacy from the default idling system, and also click on those icons to touch them or give them gifts to increase your intimacy. Those are kind of important. And also I buy this gold and experience every day so that I'll also complete those quests. Like those are the many things I still have to do, but like it's so much less than before. Also the metal thing is good boss. I hope you like this. Also for anybody, like if you're concerned about what this will do, don't use it. It's only for people who are okay with risking their accounts. I'm even perfectly okay with risking my account or the channel, because I think this is not a morally wrong thing to do. I just want to save my time. I didn't get any competitive advantage. I didn't get any resources that I was not supposed to. It's just that I'm saving my own time. Yeah, I hope you enjoy this. If you want to use this, save your time, check the descriptions. I will have another video to explain how you can set this up. A little spoiler, you're gonna have to set this up on like a computer, so it's not gonna be automatable on your phone, and it doesn't read any thing that I was not supposed to read. Is through something called Android debug bridge. So it's like very standard thing that comes with every Android phone. It's not a hack at all. It's just that bridge will tell you what's on the screen, and then there's a library that will just try to recognize some small buttons, patterns, and then try to click whatever it wants to click. It's really safe, in my opinion. Like it will be almost impossible to detect this. I've seen some other games that can like guard against this mechanism, is that they can only check whether your system has enabled Android debugging bridge. If your system enabled it, they will just not let you log in, but otherwise they cannot detect where you're using it. So I think it should be pretty safe for this game. And also, whenever you leave it on, like if you don't use it, there's no harm as well. I think if this game doesn't detect that thing, it's perfectly fine for you to use it. They won't really get in the way. All right, I think it's already a pretty long video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.